Just a few points before we actually start. Some dates for your diary. The next one is scheduled for the 27th of January, and after that, the 2nd of March. We've been working very hard to avoid rugby matches. So we'll just, that's why they're so spread out and why we've had to start this early to try and avoid rugby matches. We may have a third date, so look out for that as well. But in the meantime, if you can put the 27th of January and the 2nd of March into your diaries, please. Thanks very much to Ruth Hurd, who has recorded all of these. We've looked at them over the years, and it's a fabulous way of remembering the past and having a great recording of it. For some of it's a bit of a shock about how long ago it was, but 1995, some of us were all there. So thanks to Ruth, and also to Harman and Anne, John, Sandra and Alan, who are helping with the commentaries tonight. What I think, we're not going to mute everybody, centrally, but if you could mute individually, you will find that there is lots of reasons we want you to talk, because we have a lot of particularly young people who some of us find hard to recognize, but younger people may recognize themselves and their friends. So please tell us all. As I say, please mute yourselves personally, bottom left-hand button, left-hand corner on your screen, mute, and we will let everybody talk individually. If we get out of control, well, we'll suddenly mute everybody. So with no further ado, let's get started. I'm just going to share my screen and then get the video going. Let me just, off we go.
To manage phone calls.
That's interesting. You cannot minimize Zoom when you're recording the session. Right, hold on a second. Are you all seeing my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Oh, your little picture.
We only see you and everybody else.
I know that's my problem at the moment. I'm trying to get into control of the technology, and I have it here. Sorry about this. Worked a minute ago. There we are. Right. We're starting off in Loughrea.
We only see you still.
Oh, you only see me still. Oh, so
you and everybody else that's signed in.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So my screen isn't sharing it. Right. Try that. And then
it says Margaret Delaney has started screen sharing.
Good.
Here we are.
And can you get rid of the grey?
We'll get rid of you.
No, don't bother.
No, those are the censoring pads that go on all of them.
Oh yeah, right.
Hold on.
It's a blue screen.
Pete.
Right, there we are. Can we see Loughrea?
Yep.
Yeah.
Super. Let's go.
There. The little coloured Oppie sail on the right belonged to Harman Murty Jr.
And what's notable about this is we used to hire that field to the north of the club at extortionate sum, and it's full of caravans. And then the caravans all withered and went away, and now they're coming, and tents, and now they're coming back a bit again, which is good.
And I think this is the year that most of the cruisers moved into the jetty too, instead of sort of taking our lives in our hands and going out in the middle of the night by dinghy.
Yes, I remember that.
There's Hillary in the bikini on the left.
Aye.
And I think Gerald Groke talking to her.
We're not sure.
And we had a fine cruiser fleet in those days. It's rather shrunk since, but I expect it'll come back.
And if anybody thinks they need to go to Specsavers, don't worry. A lot of it's out of focus.
Probably anyway.
I'm just going
to. And this is the lifeboat pennant race, so that's why all the boats are mingling here.
Wonderful mixture of fleet.
Does anyone recognize the Oppies in the foreground? Who's sailing them?
Well, not that one.
I think it might be a Reinhardt Oppie, isn't it? The stripy.
There's a nice jibe anyway. $109.
It's Magnus.
I see. 84, 81.
And who was sailing
121.
84 in those days?
I was sailing it that year, I think.
Ah, very good.
You're
Yeah.
getting work done on your own boat.
I think John was sheeting for Reggie for at least part of this regatta, I seem to remember.
With all the lasers.
And we had a good fleet of lasers then. Gerald Groark very much to the fore.
A couple of mirrors
Where?
have gone, but
We still have a few in the club sailing. They're good little boats, but they tend to be accident prone. The children don't like them very much today because they look so ungainly, you know. They're not like the lasers or something or 420s.
they do, but it's nice to have someone to talk to.
Yeah. Well, I think they're excellent boats, the Mirrors.
They're terrific training boats.
So that's the campsite, full to the brim.
That's when we had bought the extension to the club, because if you notice in the previous photographs, you could see the retaining wall that had been built with the big stones,
Oh, yeah.
and then the caravans in it. I'm in the crash boat. 138.
That Brian Bond with the blue.
The blue sail.
Sail, yeah. 138 Aljo, Mr. Beatty. Pile of lasers, look at them starting.
Have we anyone who recognizes any laser sailors?
Well, they all have such long numbers that it's very difficult to know.
Yeah.
The lasers at that stage, I had just gone to America the year before. So you're quite likely, as Harman said earlier, Gerald Groark, you might have had Simon Day, the O'Driscolls and a couple others who had brought up a lot of lasers the year before and probably that year.
And the Hodgin, probably.
I think
Yeah,
that's
and
Dixon's round the mark first,
yeah, and
followed by David Dixon,
by Philip Main,
followed by Philip,
and then
followed by Peter Mull.
No. Nice day there. Lots of not raining.
It was a good 2 weeks, actually.
He's the best son ever.
Light winds and a lot of sun.
I think we may have had better wind in Loch Reed than in Loch Derg. There was
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
comments in the prize giving in Loch Derg we'll get to later about.
There go the
Missing places.
O'Driscolls again. They've increased their lead.
Yeah, and they actually won the entire week.
They did. They won the fortnight, I believe.
Yes.
Here's Dixon in hot pursuit.
Is that Anna on board?
Probably, yeah.
She won the ladies' race that year in the 73, so it's likely to be.
And possibly Nicky Kieran as the third hand, but she did third for them for a good while.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
likely, yes.
I don't know who this is.
Lovely day for sailing.
Philip.
Oh,
I've
it's
seen
Philip
Philip.
Lane, yeah.
And Vivian?
Philip.
And Vivian, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Philip came second in the week, I think,
Yeah.
and David Dixon.
Here's
was third.
37.
72. What?
Yeah,
Oh,
Philip was second in the week and in the Delaney Salva too.
Yeah, because they were scored on the same basis, which has been changed since. It's quite easy to get them both, but difficult to get any one.
True.
You've sharpened it up since yesterday.
Yes,
It is
I
much
think so.
better.
I think so.
It is,
Much
the
more
screen is
better.
better. Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, I thought that I'd have to go back and get my eyes done again.
Um,
And get new glasses at a horrendous expense.
There we go. There's the gun.
I'm just going to race it on a moment. We'll see we race it on quite a bit.
You can see the gun smoke on the left there. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
did it-
David Miller's cruiser on the left, isn't it? With the sliding roof.
yes, it is.
Yes.
Still in Lockery.
This is before we had the new jetty, I think. Yes.
is, yeah.
Now, if anyone wants me to stop this at any point, please just shout.
This looks like the prize giving.
Yeah, you could stop it there so we could have a look.
Yep.
Or is it sharp?
Yep. Hold on. Let's stop it.
Yeah.
Right. And you might have to go back to Specsavers.
I think so. I think that's Heidi Cullen on the left in the foreground.
Here? That one?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's Heidi.
And Derry O'Dowd behind her, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Jeez, it might be.
After that, I think that's Peter Mull, somewhere in the middle, a little to the right and up. Yeah, you passed him.
There.
That in there. Yeah,
That-
good.
yeah, I think it might be.
Might be.
Who's this? That looks very
That
clear.
might be William Magner, is it,
I
William?
think it's William Magner.
That's
Is that you, William
Nemo.
Magner?
Yeah, no, guilty as charged.
Very good. Right, let's keep moving.
I don't
Yeah.
know who the guy with the white shirt is.
The green trousers, shorts.
Hmm.
Looks like Peter Quigley, no?
No, no.
No. I don't think he'll wear shorts.
You can stop it again when you move on a bit more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, there's young Breen there, and that's Una Reid.
Una Reid.
Una Reid.
Is
in the
that Una
foreground.
there?
Yeah.
Holding a
yeah,
hat, yeah.
And that's the youngest Breen girl. And I don't know who the boys are.
And the dog.
The dog.
Lovely.
Yeah. Having a
See
fight
dog.
over the dog.
And I can't see any of the kids underneath because there's a grey bar across.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
No. We'll just keep. I'll move it again.
Go on. We're
Oh, that's Jared Rourke in the foreground, is it?
No,
Oh, there's is that Joanna?
they're all little kids there. I don't know any of them. Somebody might know them.
Yeah. Have we anyone?
Who's that, Joe?
online?
I think that might be Anne.
Well, it's Joanna. She's in Joanna. She's there in the front.
Seamus Breen.
From Bassington.
That's Breen, wasn't
no,
That's
that's
Joanna in the front, apparently.
Is that Joanna there?
Yeah.
She's in there.
That's
it?
Joanna, yeah.
And directly behind her is Breen.
The cattle.
It looks
it's
like him
Cahill.
anyway, yeah.
Is that Malachi Cullen back on there?
That's Malachi, yes.
That's Malachi Cullen up
Is, yeah.
there. And look
Where's
at
Havoc?
Alan Reinhardt is up at the top there and they're looking in
Where's
like a
Havoc, Joanna?
shirt on.
Oh, there. Yes, there's Alan Reinhardt.
Oh, yeah. To the left of Joanna is Anne O'Hara. That's
Oh, yes.
and then Devo
And Havoc.
and Havoc. Where's Havoc?
Oh, there in his
Two
arms.
kids.
Oh, in Devo's arms.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's his two kids, presumably.
Two kids and Anne.
Well, so far as we know.
Well done.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Move
We'll
on.
stop again.
Remember that, 'cause he dropped the mug and broke it.
That's Malachi and Paddy Cullen there. Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Yeah, Malachi and to the his right is Paddy on our left. Yeah.
Okay. Our left, there. Okay, well, I'll move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the photographer in the blue shirt? There's Anne in the green t-shirt.
Good. And that's
Oh, and Lola beside you.
these are great photographs. Yeah.
This is much clearer.
It's much
Much
clearer.
better. We couldn't see anyone yesterday.
Oh,
It's just
weird.
dark.
There was a
Yeah.
practice yesterday. They were trying to work out who was who.
Ah. Is that a
Somebody must
generic-
recognize some of those children in the front.
Hmm.
It's rotten when they take their life jackets off because you recognize them by their life jackets.
There's Peter Mull in the turquoise shirt.
Yeah.
Maureen Brown, I think, is it?
More brown.
Just
Oh, yeah, that's more brown on the left, you see.
yeah, just about to sit
Yeah,
down
with
there.
a blue light
Is
jacket.
that Seamus in the bluey stripy thing with the white hat? I think it is.
No, it's not.
No.
No.
Hold on. We're just
Jonathan.
stopping again a second. Mickey Mack there. And I
Mm.
think that's Declan Hogan.
Where?
on the right of Mickey.
That's a
My,
woman.
see there, my the
Oh, the
cursor
pink.
on them.
Yeah, and then that's my brother beside him.
Yes,
There.
yes.
Right.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Yep.
Or as John Keane would describe him, his mother, your mother's son.
Oh, there's Sandra. Georgina.
There's Smithy in the middle,
Smithy.
having a pint.
And Doreen.
And
A
Doreen.
pint, yeah.
And you were right, that is
It
Seamus.
is more,
Right.
yeah.
And that small brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop again now there. Oh, there.
There.
Oh, there.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'll just go back
Oh.
a fraction.
it's gone into an epileptic fit.
I'm sure there's a photograph of that on the
People coming out of the forest.
Yeah, does it stop at all? It keeps
Is that
going.
okay, Alan?
Yeah.
And we're just trying to point out more brown, but whenever I try to do it, it disappears.
Just go on a bit and then I can see more
Is
brown.
that her there?
Yes, that's her there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting on the floor with the kids.
Yeah.
Good on her.
Very fit.
She's the one with the cigarette, though.
That Garrett Leach here beside
That him?
is that Garrett?
Gone.
And next,
Here.
yeah. And then no, I'm sorry, there's Georgina and
Yes.
It's still trying to lower that pint.
I know.
That's the
No,
second
that's
one.
the second one. Sorry, Sandra.
I think it's a glass, actually.
I have an ambition.
everyone adoring.
Somebody will
There's
take a
Maureen.
photo of me
And
without
there's
it.
more brown now.
That's more
That's
brown,
more,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Mickey Mac.
Yes.
Saying, come on, get on with the prize giving.
Here's Mr. Aljo in his favourite shorts.
They're the people coming out of the forest.
Actually,
Come out of the forest, Alan is saying.
there's
coming out.
something.
Things are improving.
There's
now.
Joe Groark,
And Pat is there.
Pat-
Pat Rourke.
Pat Groark.
Would
And
you?
Lola. And Lola's just beside me.
They're very jumpy.
They were
these
just a
things.
bit of a rowdy lot, really. I thought it'd be good to hear that for a moment.
Dog is still there.
Gary O'Dowd in the middle.
And that's a Craig holding
Yeah.
the dog.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Right, lads.
Okay,
It's
we're
a
going to
common
stop
door
this now in a moment. Right. Okay, let's stop it at that, and we'll just move it on a moment. We're
That's
backstage
grand.
There's
again.
Yeah.
83 gone round.
Ripple.
140.
Late.
That's Peter McCutcheon, isn't it, in
It
the
is.
foreground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all terribly law-abiding.
It's Kiwi in the middle, isn't it?
Yes.
Pushing it. And there's 100.
Nobody
Peter-
did squeeze the 37, I noticed.
And Peter O'Reilly there
Hmm.
in the 133.
Yes. He was around a lot that year, Peter O'Reilly.
Yeah, he was.
A lot of pictures of him.
There's 84 coming in.
Yep.
That was you, Harman.
Yeah, brilliant jibe, thank you.
Jolly good.
And they
you-
also,
Nice
It's
when
easy-
somebody notices.
There's 71.
It's
That's
easy to do a good job when you're that far back.
Oh.
You should
You
know.
have to appear. You have to appear yet, Alan.
I'm just lapping you.
That must be second round.
Right, I'm just going to pull it on a little bit.
Yeah,
That's grand.
Just keep it
this
moving.
is a great finish. Look at this. This is a finish. It's good going on anyway.
There's quite a lot
They're
of
coming up to the finish, I think. Yeah.
Ah, here's Joe.
There's Joe
And this is Joe's drinks party.
running for election.
And there's Dennis. Pat Ennis there.
Oh, hold on, I'll put the volume up so we can hear a bit of Joe.
And Graham McMullen.
There's Graham's
and,
head
and-
anyway.
and Sandra there in the red. And
David.
number, I don't know how many.
This is
Dixon.
either David or his brother. They both look alike when they have
They
beards.
do, actually. Yeah.
And there,
There's the party.
This is Joe's party.
Yes,
This is
the
Joe's
Commodore
party.
party.
I'll
Oh,
put
was it?
Joe's volume up a moment.
Joe's a lovely man.
Yeah, I think it's harder to follow it. It's better to comment on the people. Oh, there's a fine picture of Peter Mole. Who's he standing at that, Georgina? We should recognize more of this. Is that Dougal?
Looks like Georgina on the right there. Because this
And that's Walsh,
Oh, and Sandra with Graham.
Sandra. Yeah.
Oh, well done, Pat.
there's
There's
Graham.
Sandra.
There's Sandra.
Yeah, she looks great.
Were they married at that stage?
Now, don't be asking questions like that.
There's
That's
stopping up the cup. Joe is such a nice man. I remember him with great affection.
Yeah.
He's lucky he didn't end up back in Forty Uncle Hospital standing on that show.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Physician heal thyself.
Just shows how sober he was. Hmm. Is that Sparky in the background I saw for a minute there?
That's Artie. And is that Artie there? Yeah. No?
Hold on, I'll stop it.
No, stop it. There's David.
David Miller.
Yeah. And I
That's
think
David.
John
It's
LaFroy
David
in
and
the middle.
Sarah.
John
And
LaFroy in
Sarah,
the
yes,
middle.
and
Yeah.
Sarah on
John.
that.
Yep.
There's John.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
There you
too.
are, John. You're famous.
Is that Una Corbett?
You're wearing your stripy shorts.
I am.
Yeah.
My Australian
Your
shorts.
Obelix shorts.
Keep it moving. Oh, yes. Oh, Don
Yeah,
McCullen.
that's Sarah
And
Miller
Karen.
there now.
Yeah. And-
Yellow.
Yes, that's right.
And the other one is
Don.
father,
McCullen.
Don
Don.
McMullen, yeah.
And
There's Don, yeah.
We just lost
Beside
Beryl.
Sarah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's Beryl with John.
Mm.
Keep it moving.
it's Bear, that's right.
Who's the guy with the shorts? I don't know who he is.
It looks like
Oh,
Richard Collins, but I don't think he was there at that stage, was he?
That's not him, no. Who he is.
Hughes.
He's a Polish fisherman that fell on his feet.
Is that Burke and Patrick Blaney there?
Sure.
Yeah, and the man to the left of him in the striped thing, that's Tom Abraham's son-in-law, isn't it? Or son.
Oh, that's who it
It
is,
is,
yeah.
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 No.
And that could be Liz Croxton, is it there? No.
On the jetty.
Mm.
All gone peaceful.
Yep.
Mm.
I've gone home to get supper.
Or is that very early morning?
Unlikely.
We must have been out on anchor.
Yes, I think we were.
No,
Yeah.
I think everyone had come into the jetty.
Well, there's-
Perhaps you hadn't, John.
I don't see the Phoenix.
We were never on the jetty in there.
No,
Were you?
no, he wasn't.
Okay, well, you were at anchor, so
Mm.
Yeah.
Must-
And is that
that's Eureka.
that's Eureka, yeah.
yeah,
But in the
boat in the
foreground, there,
foreground.
it was.
was
yeah.
George Henry's boat, was it? Or
No.
John Keane's boat?
No, because I think George Henry's boat was out with us.
Yes, it would have been out with you tied up, and so would the Princess Gael.
Seem to remember the tribulations that went with it.
It's the sun.
Bit of a watery looking sunset. Oh, there we are again.
That's is that
Oh, that's
her?
That's probably Ma Brown's boat there. And
yeah. could
I
be.
thought her boat was white.
Laura. Mm.
Thought she had a white hull.
Well, what about Shadow Wonderlands? We don't see who they are.
Well,
And there,
In the 145.
The big
86 is
manoeuvring here was
Frank
Frank
Brown.
86.
145 is Stephen Tierney.
and 86 is Frank Brown, and the
141 is
Shane.
Shane Goodbody. Yeah.
Everybody.
There's the 96. That's the 86, I think. It's
86, yeah.
121 is Peter Mole, yeah. Or Peter. 48 is
Is
the
Foy's.
boys. yeah.
Blackbird. 71, Jimmy Reed.
And 133 is O'Reilly.
86 is Frank. They're starting at Hudson Bay for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It was possibly a passage race.
Here's 145 sneaking in.
Tierney, yeah.
Fine start.
Even, yes, a fine start, isn't it?
Stephen Tierney.
Just east of South.
88. Who's 88?
Mickey Mack.
Mickey Mac.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't raise it.
And here's 149, 148. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
difference. Yeah. There they go again. They're going to be caught by the laser.
Laser.
Oh,
Tag the laser, they said. I know they're there before him.
It's coming up to the finish, is it?
well, there was a bang, wasn't there? Oh, there was off of smoke. Nice one of the Hudson Bay, anyway.
Yeah, there must have actually been a race.
That's the corporate.
Must have been maybe one.
Watty and I think it was
Yeah,
steering.
that's the 146 is the Corbett's.
It is.
It's Watty and Burke and Burke.
Burke,
Isn't it?
yeah.
Look,
There must have been a race in the Bay and then another one after at home or something because they're finishing.
I
them.
don't remember it. Yeah. There's Philip in 83.
Nice bit of breeze.
There is. Who's this?
They won.
Hey!
Ooh, got a good ducking.
Who is that?
Looks like Stephen Tierney, but it might be
No,
wrong.
it's not. It's
the O'Driscolls.
Driscoll.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking very young. And here's 83.
Don't forget, it's a long time ago, Harmon. We
We
were all
were
looking
younger.
nice and young then.
Yeah.
What's the name now?
That's
Come on, 83. You'll never get across the line at that speed. Come on, push. Push. Hey. Here's 100.
Reinhardt.
Alan.
Alan Reinhardt. 56. I think it's Harry Croxton.
No, it's a good buddy.
No, it was
Be Harry Crock.
Yeah,
Harry.
yeah.
71 is Jimmy.
There's Camblin.
I'm getting to.
Is that Derry O'Dowd and his crow? That's Peter and myself.
That's the Kiwi.
Oh,
That's
there's
the key. We were
Gary.
Margaret in the
Yeah.
red trouser. And Peter, is it?
Yes, I think so.
And there's somebody having a swim. And there's Joe
There's
making his
prize
speech.
giving.
Yeah.
Another speech.
I'll put the volume up just for a moment again.
There's a Seamus there. And the O'Driscoll. And look at Erica.
Erica leaning over the
Wait,
fence at
fence.
the back.
And your guy.
Maybe not.
Jessica, Guy. I think.
Yeah, and Georgina.
Georgina is the sailing secretary. So she's announcing the results. And Pat Gorka's dishing out the prizes.
And there's
And Joe is
Young
presiding.
Young Craig. And Jimmy Reed coming up to get a prize.
Hmm.
Yes.
This is long before the clubhouse was built because the flagpole used to be up the hill. Now
Yeah.
it's down there.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just going to rush this on just a short way.
Yeah. Yeah, do.
Too, because it's only backs of heads here.
Yeah. Here we are.
Gary Kennedy.
Harry Kennedy.
Yes.
Stop.
The
Doctor.
Sunday
Very-
race.
The Phoenix.
Arklow inside us and
Arklow.
Duncan Bain on the outside.
Yeah. That's
John Keane.
that's John Keane.
Arklow.
We've missed a good bit about the pub, but anyway, that's how.
Oh, have we?
No.
There might be, as long as there's not another picture of me with a pint.
Oh, no.
Probably a G&T at this stage, Sam Smithy.
No. The points in my life, actually, I'm sure.
like mine here.
1-2-2. That's Meredith.
Oh, this is a great bit with the Phoenix going off.
George Henry left.
Phoenix.
Oh, and mind my rail.
Yeah.
This, of course, before the new harbour was
Hillary
built
looking
in.
very, very concerned there
But
in our blue jacket. Oh, don't push the rail.
push the boat, not the rail.
On the bow, isn't it?
Now you're heading in reverse. Can we miss the shallow? Oh, we have.
We ought to be able to. We know it well enough by now.
Look where she heaves to.
Bit more throttle.
Mm.
There, the yachting. 84,
Isn't it?
somewhat to the rear.
And the girls' boat there.
And
the
that's the Kiwi
Ladybirds.
Ladybirds in the red sail, yeah.
and the Kiwi with the
With the 1-4 sail.
Yeah.
May have to go and get my reading glasses. Actually.
Another one for Specs David. I'm never quite sure whether I need my long distance or short distance for this.
Resolution.
106 is Andy.
Is Andy Wilson a
Andy.
sail? Yeah.
With Jane.
With Jane, yeah. 83 coming in belatedly.
And did we work out who the red sail was?
Yeah, the bird.
The ladybirds.
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 Oh yeah, of course, sir.
And mm,
95.
95.
Ratio
Monsignor Courtney. Perhaps he wasn't an archbishop at that
no,
stage.
he was only one
He was a
senior.
Monsignor, but Bernard, who was sailing with him, was going dispensing papal blessings behind his back. all
For all the sins of the night before, yes.
Oh, sorry to see they're both gone now.
Yeah.
Yes, very sad.
We'll keep going with this just for another couple of
And I
moments.
think
and we stop.
we had terribly light winds for virtually all of the week. I think there was one day we didn't get out at all.
Oh,
Pat O'Connor.
66. No.
Pat O'Connor, yeah.
Yeah.
The coroner for Mayo.
And the winners of the week were John and Stephen O'Driscoll, of course, and the third hand Emer, presumably, and then Liam Maloney and Philip Main.
That's right.
Not sailing together, obviously.
It's a very complicated course.
I wonder who said it.
Very good.
Doubling up each other.
Not like the time I left Loch Mark to mark my anchor out, and then Louis Courtney, who wasn't doing rather well, went around it and then protested that there were 2 weather marks.
Yeah. That wasn't original either.
Anyway, that was dealt with the next day by a certain gentleman from Killaloo known as the Magpie, who swiped the whole lot out of it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Kiwi.
Kiwi.
A lot of this shot is taken from the Phoenix. Ruth was on board as crew.
There's 106.
Andy and Jane.
And Jane.
And I wouldn't say that was Susie at the
84
bow.
with moi.
Armin. O'Driscoll's.
The O'Driscolls. Are they lapping us, I wonder? They might be.
Never.
They're terribly fit, aren't they?
I was just working it out that the O'Driscolls would have been 19 or 20 that year for the regatta.
Yeah.
Horribly fit.
And Harmon's doing a 720.
Mm.
Yeah.
There must have been an incident.
I think so.
But of course, you've no recollection of what happened. No.
No, none.
I
Had
think
them
this-
yolks, had them yolks come in by then? They had. When did 720s come in?
Perhaps I don't know. Maybe it was a
They
360.
were well in by then.
Oh,
mark
yeah.
or
They
something.
were well in, because I remember Tony Dean saying he was going to do a 420.
Here's the
There
lady
go the
birds.
ladybirds. Ladybirds. Mm.
If he'd met a powerboat, he probably would have done a 420, all right.
Well, he,
We're just going to move on a little bit, just to.
George Henry
Right.
on the right there.
114 was George Henry.
Mm. We're not in Drummondere yet.
Stephen
They
Tierney.
are.
No, we're coming to
We
the
are,
Goose
yeah.
Island,
Yeah.
Are we in Drummondere? We are.
Stephen Tierney coming in and out. Yeah.
because I think we're probably on the jetty, and Ruth is on.
Yes. Yeah. Stephen.
The Uppies are beating us all anyway.
They are.
Oh,
Stephen. 145.
Stephen is in the lead.
Yeah.
The O'Driscoll's in hot pursuit. Mirror in the way. There's a big jibe coming up.
There's a lot more weed around that area now than there was then.
Mm.
It's always worth coming down to the Phoenix end there. People who
Tommy
go
Day
to
on
the
the
island,
left.
get terrible things happen to them.
was that Reggie's dragon on the end of Goose?
There
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy was third in the Delaney Memorial Salvo.
And
that was-
Noreen. Is that Noreen or Noreen?
No, I don't think so.
Mhm, so-
You're-
Andy
Well,
was
Jane.
Jane.
Andy and
Jane.
and Susie, I think.
What year is this?
I wouldn't have thought that.
95.
Oh, there is
That's Michael Goodbody.
good buddy. Yeah, and
Ah. Sailing
Mary.
with Shane.
Shane
Shane.
or Eric? Is it? It's Eric.
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 Is very good. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Maybe-
good vote, Eric.
No,
Eric.
It was 142. It was Eric.
Yeah.
Mm. And there's
Peter Production. No.
Peter McCutcheon, yes, in the foreground there.
Now, interesting maneuvering here.
Oh, yeah.
Andrea Meredith. Now, who's that climbing?
Hmm.
It wouldn't be Meredith. I think it would be completely upside down.
I feel it's a very good idea.
It's a pole dancer.
It's well wedged, my friend.
More
We
than
must
that.
know who that is.
I
It's
don't
one of the
know.
The
ladybirds.
girls. It's the girls.
Girls, yeah.
I think it might be Sue Smithick.
It's Sue.
Oh, standing. Oh, could be Sue. Yeah, because
Yes.
Jenny was standing down below. There's Mags again.
148.
This is
Waiting
much
for the
clearer than
start.
It's much clearer, Margaret, than yesterday.
Great improvement.
Strange, isn't it?
It is.
Same computer, same everything. One more minute here and then we move
I
on. a
think they're
bit.
just going out to the start there. or
Unless
maybe
Jerry
they're-
O'Dowd in 126.
Maybe they're going around the look. Hmm.
Judy Hamilton in the distance there, 147.
147.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
148. 124.
126.
Oh, that's William Fruin, isn't it?
William Fruin, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Louis on the sheet of the 94?
Yeah, I think he got sacked that year.
He wasn't feeling very well from previous year's experience when Alf hit him over the head with the tiller. Having been luffed up to the rushes in Kilteela. That's the last team race, I think, between Loughrea and Loughdurk, perhaps.
Well, there was a famous one in Optimists, but Sid.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Sid got into a strop and disappeared with all hands, but briefly, I think.
We're going to move on a little bit, move it up a bit.
Yeah.
56.
Mags has to leave at 6:15 to go to a dress dinner or something.
Well, I don't want to bore the socks off everybody either, Alan.
Kiffer. 134.
There's a lot of terrific photographs taken, I think, from the side of the Phoenix going inside Goose. So it's
Yeah.
a good way of seeing. Single-handed, I think, this one.
The same group in front.
Mm.
It's a single-handed, is it?
Single-handed, yeah.
Is this the Gaviota Trophy?
It is.
Yes.
And that's it.
It was won by Jeff O'Donoghue and then Liam Maloney and then John O'Driscoll.
That's Jeff winning it there on the right.
It is.
Yeah.
I think Liam-
Reggie's dragon in the background.
Goose.
This must be Liam Maloney.
This is Liam coming in, yes.
Yeah, the white
Hot
head.
pursuit.
5.
And Jeff, maybe.
It's touch and go.
Driscoll.
Joe
Oh.
Driscoll's.
It's Stephen, I think.
Yeah.
He's having the better of that tussle.
Oh, yeah, John O'Driscoll, actually. Yeah.
John, yeah.
Not that I can see him, but I can read the results.
Mm. Who's fourth? I don't know.
Well, we only do 1, 2, and 3. And
Eric, isn't it?
Oh,
There's
have to stop campaigning for
Cameron.
fourth prize, Howard.
That's Camblin.
oh, is that Jerry?
Yes.
Up the sale.
Yes.
Recognize it.
Reggie.
Reggie.
Who was it?
Reggie.
Reggie in the foreground.
In the 81.
Which 81 is that, Reggie?
Ah.
17X.
104. Yeah.
There's the Willies,
Willies,
Jeff, and the O'Driscolls.
the Driscolls and Jeff, yeah.
And Hard Arse coming up.
Madras.
Yeah.
I don't think it is him, actually.
No, I think it's Tom or one of the boys, is it?
Oh, that's the 53, all right.
Just moving it on a fraction. Oh, we're into a gang of lasers.
Over.
Lots of lasers.
Yes, we left this in because we thought maybe somebody would recognize some of the laser sailors, but they're really messing and having great fun.
But it's easy to remember them by their numbers.
Or their faces.
41,956.
At least they don't have double-barreled numbers.
1449.
Not much fun writing all the numbers down.
I
I'd
don't
say
know how
not.
you took them down.
The Jamaica film.
It has been done.
Okay, we had enough of this lot. Let's move them on a minute or two.
106,911.
That's Tom Kelly.
That's Tom Get.
Yeah.
I see no wind again.
No wind. Or very
Very
little.
little.
That's Liam.
Sitting out there now, a bit more.
It's the evening wind.
They're moving all right.
Yeah, there, yeah. Bit jerky there, say movement, but they're moving. Must be puffs.
Liam.
What is it to drink?
But look at the direction of the wind, northeast.
Mm.
George,
George Henry.
Johnny on the
Yeah.
sheet.
And that's Jonathan with him.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's lovely picture, isn't it?
The old clubhouse.
The good old days.
I think that bright blue is probably the 56, isn't it?
Mm.
Could be.
You got the new boathouse. The Mogul jetty.
The fishing boat shed was newly built.
Mm. It looks nice and white.
That's a nice day.
That's a gorgeous day now.
Tom Kelly in the yellow.
Yeah.
Hookers in 150. Must have been very new at the time.
He was
Yeah.
that week, I believe.
Oh, good.
75 in Liam. 83 Philip. 94
William
He's got rid of Louis at this stage, has he?
He's got his
That's-
mother out, does he, I think?
John
Or
Tierney.
his aunt or his mother?
I think his aunt, it might be his
Kathy.
aunt Kathy. Looks, she has a
Yeah.
hat like that.
Or had.
Ah, Peter and Maeve O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Peter O'Reilly,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Tiffer. Tiffer and the 134.
And Peter Swift in the 134.
No, it's Tiffer, I think.
Tiffer. And Eric and the 142. One three three is the Swift, isn't it?
No, 133 is
Peter O'Reilly.
Peter O'Reilly.
O'Reilly, I beg your pardon. You.
134 is the Swifts.
It was the Swifts, but I think it hadn't Tiffer taken it over at that stage.
Had he?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it would have,
Should
yeah.
have.
He would have by then, yeah.
I think so.
But because the year before it was it was the other.
The Swips.
The Swifts.
Jocelyn?
53.
53. Is that Jocelyn Sailors? I
It
think it
It
is.
is.
Yeah, he's over here at the moment. He might be looking at us.
Oh,
Had his birthday the other day.
Good, good.
Right, okay, we're going to move on a little bit further. It gets a bit slow for a while.
what a lot of boats.
A lot of boats there.
Lovely. Before the weed catches up in them.
Going around the mark here by the looks of things, are we?
Now you're getting ready for the start.
Oh, yeah.
Andy.
Who's the dark blue sail?
That's what we were.
Tom Kelly, is it?
No, he's no.
Or is he yellow?
Brian Bond.
Brian
Yeah.
Bond, that's who it is, yeah.
Yeah. The
One-
one-
111.
Lee Maloney is 75.
There's George.
George coming in.
Well, Johnny's driving. And
What time is the bus back? Oh, she was perfect. Yeah, that was lovely.
Someone
Yeah.
go outside, please.
the lady
Natalie,
work-
are you on the phone to somebody with your phone, with your screen off mute?
Yeah, yeah.
Good start.
Yeah.
Because I think it's great app, it really does, you know? Yeah.
Oh, it's Katrina.
Oh, right, well, sure, that's the way it is. It's subsidized, isn't it?
That's William Froen, closest to the camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think they're moving the mark.
Terrible heavy man.
What are you suggesting, Mags?
The fleet are not listening.
Look at it.
Oh, yeah, bed balls then.
No wind, look.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
The time has expired, is that it?
You can all go home.
No, I've lost the video. I'm just looking at myself. It isn't great.
Kelly Rogers, the Wild Swan.
Some very nice peaceful pictures here in some of these, aren't they?
But Kiwi's moving anyway.
Good on her.
Mm,
Steaming along.
Now, very better.
that must be the finish, is it?
yeah, yeah.
Yes, I think it is.
I would guess that was an alternative mark put down to finish them,
So some volume here.
It's 83.
Philip.
That was a finish.
Because the mark boat is flying a blue flag, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Ah.
Jackie Main, isn't it? It's
Jackie Main and her dog.
main dog anyway.
Yell dog.
Looking and
Will I jump?
regattas took down. You know, no, I was walking without this afternoon, so I knew she was going to paint. Okay, yeah.
Katrina, can you put your screen on mute, please?
Up, up.
Hey, in he goes.
Hey.
We haven't finished.
Him.
No sign of droppings. There's sign of dropping anywhere. There's pressure on the paper. Now, I'll have to look at it from everything. The only thing is that you can get it.
Kelly in the yellow. 81, Reggie.
There's Tom Kelly in the 117.
Yeah.
Yellow sail. Yellow orangey sail.
The 81 there. Is it?
Yeah.
81.
Didn't know he had a blue tip.
Yeah. 160.
Another start by the look of it.
One 4-2 is Eric.
Oh,
A lovely day for sailing.
The Hanleys in 118.
David Coote leading them in the
Dory.
in the dory.
Hmm.
Liam.
Him again.
They're well spread out.
Hmm.
Sorry.
There's the comedy boat. Sarah Smithy in the bow.
Peter Dennison Edson, closest to the camera.
Hmm.
With a cap.
Dennison Edson.
No, with the sunglasses.
Yeah.
And that's Linda Coote in the cap. isn't
Yes,
it?
Cap.
So the other cap.
On the right.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Linda, I think.
Tension mounts.
That's the
I
handkerchief.
think we've stopped. Hold on. I'm just going to
I was about to say you are on
for a
pause.
moment, and then
Is what?
we've locked stopped.
Smithy, it might be appropriate for you to tell the story about what Hardress used to say to you on the bow of his boat.
Christ. It wasn't this year, but it was another very sunny year. And Lola and I were sailing in the 82 with John, and we both had our black bikinis on, and we looked absolutely the dog's biscuit. And Hardress was reaching up and down the line, and he turned around and he caught sight of us. And he said, "Christ."
Peter Dennison Edson was a senior executive in GPA, and he had business to do once during a start, and the gun was just about to go off, and I warned him, and he
was talking to Tokyo.
He was talking to someone in Tokyo. And he said there's going to be a gun, and there was a loud bang, and someone shouted, "Incoming!"
Tokyo said, "What on earth was that?" Peter said, "Nothing. It was only a gun going off."
That's what the cables were.
Fabulous.
Oh.
Right. Are we stuck again? Hold on. Sorry.
Probably gone aground.
We'll deal with this differently. So hold on.
Could you?
Right. We're moving.
You're right.
Ladybirds.
Derry O'Dowd and Ladybirds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're, hold on, I don't know why we're,
Stuck again, are you?
yeah.
It was swimming.
No, that's moved on.
That's still Derry O'Dowd and the Ladybirds.
Yeah. Hold on, it's not, right. We're moving again. Right. Okay. I'm just moving on to a little further along to 129. Okay.
We're quite a long way down the lake, aren't we? Or are we?
No.
We've moved.
Oh, we're across. We're Kiltila, are we? And there's a Princess Gael without her mast.
Mm.
Henry's.
That's
Can anyone tell me how I get rid of the black tab
Line
across the
across the-
bottom of the screen?
Press the no censorship button.
I'll try escape.
That's Artie's dinghy hovering to watch, I think.
Someone asked in the chat who Ruth Hurd is.
Oh, sorry. Thanks. Thank you, Sophie. Who is
that
Ruth?
was John in the background.
Ruth Hurd is my aunt by marriage. She was married to my uncle Pompey Delaney. After he died, she married Douglas Hurd, who was a very big sailor in Dunleary, was the man who instructed the building of the Harclow and owned the Harclow for probably 30 years. He was a big businessman in Dublin, involved with, and I never remember which the two shipping lines he was with, but he was a very big character around both Dublin and the Shannon.
Margaret, B&I lines.
Say that again.
You know.
B&I.
Oh, B&I. He was so I think it was the chief exec or chairman of B&I.
And he was also chairman of the Irish Lights.
And he was president of the IYA, as it was then called.
I think he was the founding president of the IDRA, which was the predecessor.
Yes,
I think.
yeah.
He was the founding president of the Irish Dinghy Racing
Yeah,
Association.
the IDRA, yes. Yeah.
And he was a very keen photographer, and Ruth, his wife, became a very keen photographer and continued after his death. So, you know, very involved with the Shannon and always have been. So it's fabulous that she took these back in the 80s and 90s to give us all this information. Now,
And he was taking color movies before RTE.
That's an interesting one, Alan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's why they had to get them often from him.
Well, and he also had, you know, a lot of his archives have gone to RTE, and we've been given copies of them by Ruth, which is why we have them for Shannon One's Association. Now, on the picture in front of us, I believe we have Ligia Waller there.
Yeah.
I think that might be Kathleen Vandenberg, and I think this is a great aunt of Sophie's.
That's Sally.
Who's that, Sally?
Sally Waller.
Sally Waller, yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
And who's the lady on the right? This is the big problem.
Is that not Kathleen Vandenberg?
I think it's Kathleen Vandenberg.
Kathleen Vandenberg as well.
This is Ligia Waller here.
Yeah, that's Ligia.
And that's Hardress.
Sally Waller and Hardress Waller.
And John Tierney.
John Tierney.
Some of this, I'm going to put the volume up and down for this because some of it's worth listening to.
I'd like to thank John, and I'd like to thank John and all his crew. That's Ruth Hurd. Peter has been pulling guns. Now, Peter LaCroix learned how to pull guns sitting down, and it's very impressive. And I'd also like to thank David, who's back from Merrick, carefully checked out and printed, entries worked out, races worked out, the handicapping, all the details regatta, try and make it a smooth event. And Peter and also his helpers who've been Jeff O'Donoghue and Tom Sanders and John Tierney and I think a few others have all given advice and contributed to running that.
Jimmy Fury's there. And Una. And Aljo.
Anyway, listen, I will make it time. So yeah, I don't know.
Katrina, do we know who this young man is?
Eric.
William Atkinson.
Yeah.
The person with a lovely blue shirt happens to be me.
Very snappy shirt then.
Hooray!
And a tie. There's posh.
The sunglasses are very trendy.
And Margaret with her.
There's Margaret
with her-
collecting.
with her
John
faded
Tierney looking through the results.
We'll put some volume up again.
Brian Craig.
Ian,
But he can't believe he hasn't won a prize.
You're just checking for him, are you?
and
Peter McCutcheon.
reading out the results is Peter McCutcheon in the white trousers.
With him beside him in the purple.
I think that's Steve in the distant background. Yeah.
Yep.
Who's that? Oh, Philip.
Philip. Giving you
And Yoda, poor Yoda supports the prizes.
Tuesday evening was won by Jeff O'Donoghue in the 104.
Peter, hear yourself here?
There's Tommy to the 4.
You're reading the results.
Oh yeah, Jeff O'Donoghue, we think.
You heard that.
Give his best friend a kiss.
Team got inside the time limit. First was Lee Maloney in the 75.
Do you recognize your voice?
It's Peter McCutcheon.
Did I do that? No.
Yeah, they're reading out the results on the extreme right. It's Peter.
Speaking. It's Liam.
It's Liam.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the St. David's Cup sale this week due to lack of wind.
That's Andy Wilson
I
going
think
back.
so, yeah.
Andy
Went on the
Wilson.
board about 3 times and couldn't get it away. On Thursday, the Sinamara Plate, which was actually sailed on Friday. First was John and Stephen O'Driscoll in the 148.
Are they your mugs, Dad, for prizes?
John
Perpetual
I
Pint
like the mugs.
had a funny race on Thursday evening.
Are they yours, Tommy?
They are.
Yeah,
They're
they're
lovely.
nice.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's stuck again. No.
There.
It's Liam coming up again.
There's Liam coming up to collect.
Me behind him.
Someone coming
Good old
in.
Kiwi.
That's Margaret coming in.
Oh.
I don't see what Tom is and what Yordis is. And Yordis and John Tierney doesn't make sense.
John Tierney's getting us to sign.
Jordan
Sign for the
is
mug.
handing out the prizes. I'm reaching for the correct ones.
And John is getting the guys to sign.
Right, okay.
Get them back. Huh?
The Jack Bailey.
Hello, who's this?
Jonathan
That's
Henry.
Jonathan
Johnny
Henry. Oh, where? Someone coming.
Oh,
Maybe I haven't got the right one.
No, that's for another year.
Yordis.
Liam again. Johnny again.
There's Reggie in the background there.
In the reefer.
Yeah.
Behind.
I actually remember this prize giving very well. It was my first prize giving in the Shannon.
Mm.
And the reason Yordis is giving out the prizes is Reggie was Commodore.
That's correct.
And what I still remember to this day was the enthusiasm Reggie had when he was calling out every
Oh, you just,
single prize.
just missed the red.
They're the
Ladybirds.
girls.
They're the ladybirds.
Yes, I'm just pulling it back so we can see the ladybirds properly, because they were great fun that year.
No.
Councillor Harman.
There's Reggie.
Prize cup. The first race this morning. First was Lee Maloney in the 75.
Nope.
On the same race, that was the Princess Mary Cup on handicap. First, Jerry O'Dowd in the 126.
Sorry, gone back too far.
I have to go.
Yeah.
I'm later, right?
And Jackie.
Do you want to continue watching it?
Nope.
You'll press leave.
They're the ladybirds now.
A little cup, the 76 cup, the Commodore, for being such a good sport, and we presume he'll fill it. Right, Sue?
Una Corbett here.
Una Corbett, yeah. Una.
First is George Henry in the 114. Jonathan.
Johnny Henry.
And on handicap, the Centenary Cup on the same race. First as the 40. Robin Donna, is it?
That's Noel Donna.
No sign of him.
I think the way this was edited originally, it's not actually in chronological order of the prize giving.
No.
Sorry, Alan, you're talking there. Get the volume down so we can see you. George Hooker?
Yeah.
It's Jocelyn, isn't it? Or I beg your pardon. It is George.
It's George.
Who's the championship for the week?
John and Stephen.
And third was the 83, Philip May. The Bruce Black for the sheet hand in the winning boat.
Vivian?
The Silver Fleet, Shannon Silver Fleet, first was the 81. Ready. The computer
Must have been a mistake, Reggie, I think.
126.
There it is, Reggie. Hooray!
Definitely a mistake. Couldn't have won the Silver Fleet.
The Delaney Memorial Tower, that's the overall Lochrie and Lochberg. First is John and Stephen O'Driscoll.
Oh.
That looks like John O'Driscoll.
John, yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
John. Philip. Someone has emerged.
It's that.
I don't know who it is.
This is the championship races with no discards. First, Zoom Maloney in the 75. Peter, thank you very much. There are a couple of other things I'd just like to bring to your attention. One, I'd like to congratulate Lough Yacht Club on a wonderful event. We thought we had good weather. Agree. They went one better. They got almost too good. They took most of our silver away and we came down. I've just arrived at the prize giving. It doesn't sound as if we're taking that much back. But people I've spoken to since I arrived, and of course my other...
Oh, that's Cootie's barge.
Right, we're now into very close to the end. We've left the regatta, and as Sandra says, we're in Cootie's barge, which is a fascinating last few minutes. I'll turn the volume off so we can make comments, but it's absolutely superb.
Three wise men looking down into an engine room. Aha, the boss is coming out.
Who is that?
David Coote.
David Coote.
With the long hair?
With the
cap.
The cap.
Coming out.
That's Linda. Back to you.
Oh, yeah. Is you going to start it up or something?
Run.
They know that she started. No clouds of smoke, which is unusual.
John, tell people how you used to put it into reverse.
Well, you stop the engine and then just as it's stopping, you turn the diesel back on again and it backfires and goes into reverse.
And you stand well clear.
This is Philip Main's barge.
The bowler.
The bowler. Heading off.
Heading home.
He does nicer paint jobs now in the bowler.
Hasn't changed much. Lovely sunset.
Gorgeous.
Ah, God,
that's Hartlow, isn't it?
It is. Hartlow is appearing from behind the reeds.
Yeah.
So.
Lovely. Lovely shot.
When you're there, it feels a lot more intense than that. In the picture, it feels a bit watery.
Is that the Goose Island with no trees?
No, I think
we're coming into Gertalocker.
I think it's Waterloo.
Oh,
it could be.
Yeah.
You're right.
Mm.
Lovely shot.
Glorious. Ah, do we recognize the nav mark? Ah, the end.
Brilliant, Margaret.
Great show.
Well done, Mags.
Right, I'll go stop sharing. Well, thank you very much, everybody. That was fabulous. Now, I don't know if I've addressed all the questions in the Zoom. Sophie, is there any other questions in Zoom we should be answering?
It was just Jonathan Henry mentioning that Ruth wrote a number of books about Shannon in the 1980s, just for people that didn't know off the back of that query as to who was Ruth that you answered.
Yes, useful. Thank you. Right, any more from anybody? Thank you very much to Ruth, to Anne and Harmon, John and Sandra and Alan for giving us commentary and for the various contributions from the members. It's been very nice. As I said at the beginning, we have the next one is probably certainly, well, we have one on the 27th of January and on the 2nd of March. Will Magner is organising for us. We may have one other. So please keep an eye. We will get them out again on the WhatsApp and also on email. Or if you're not on any of those lists, can you please email SODA Secretary?
She'll add you to the list.
And we'll get you added to the list. Now, I do have a request in terms of membership. Just Mark, our treasurer, has given me some notes, which I must make sure I mention. A couple of reminders. The annual report, if you want a hard copy of the annual report, can you please go into the SODA website and go in against your own name and tick to if you want to receive a physical copy of the annual report. Otherwise, you will only get an electronic copy. So if you have any queries on that, Mark, can you give us your email so that people could ask you questions if necessary?
I have an email actually ready to go for anyone that has trouble with the instructions and I had to tick the box. I've screenshotted it for anyone that wants it.
You're a star, Sophie. That's fabulous.
Brilliant.
Great. So Sophie will send out an email following this call to tell you how to do it. Thank you, Sophie. Now, just a warning, some people have standing orders for €30 for your membership fees, but the membership has gone up since then. So what we would encourage you to do is to sign into the membership website, and in a couple of months' time, we send out a payment link. That would be an easier way of making sure that everybody's paying the right amount. So if you could do that. And then the last point about membership, we are keen to encourage associate membership. If you want to become an associate member, go into the website, sign in, and we would be delighted to have some more associate members. Well, we are very aware we have a lot of people get involved with buying calendars, getting involved with these calls. So we have a lot of interest in SODA. So we would like everybody, as many as possible, also to be members or associate members, just to help pay for everything.
Mags, before you close out, I just want to give in an advance warning on Mount Shannon Regatta,
Great.
which is funnily going to look very similar to Lochler Yacht Club. This year, due to there being an utter lack of accommodation in Mount Shannon, I'm going to have it in Drummondere.
That sounds a very good plan, Dave. Great, delighted to hear that.
Advance warning for those who might be working on accommodation or any such things.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
And then just a reminder about the SODA dinner. I actually can't remember the date, but it's coming up and we can buy the tickets from the website.
I think it's the 17th of February.
That sounds right.
And maybe Sophie, you'll get a reminder out to everybody to get the orders in, so we will be able to give the National Yacht Club good notice of how many we expect. We've had 70 to 80 in recent years, so great if we can get those sort of numbers again. It's always a good fun night. Nice to see people in the middle of the winter. To be encouraged. Anything to add by anybody else?
Well, the subscriptions are too low, Margaret, I think. Being an honorary member, I don't have to pay it all.
Harmon, there is a button on the website if you want to make a contribution for any honorary members.
I'm only a poor pensioner.
No doubt he'll leave you something eventually anyway.
I'll mention you in my will, Margaret.
Oh, yeah, very good, Harmon. Very good. Don't forget to put a big number beside it.
What was the notes?
Well done, Mags. Thanks very much.
Well done. Thank you all very much, and thank you everybody, and see you on the 27th of January. We'll keep you informed about the dates and reminders.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Well done, Margaret and Jerry.